Hello everyone, John McCormick. Thought I'd do a quick Stock Lock Sunday video here. Saw some guys were having some fun with that. I believe it was Big Al came up with the idea, and I saw Daz Evers' wonderful video this morning on that. They've got a little head start on us time-wise over there across the pond. But anyway, here's my entry. What I wanted to say first, I don't want to belabor this, but this is as you can see, it's a Master Lock number 3. And I'll tell you what, I found this in a drawer when I was just rummaging through a desk I have, and I found this in a drawer with the keys and a bunch of other keys on the keyring. And I said, well, let me knock it out. I was doing some couch picking, while I was watching TV, but I tried for over an hour and I could not get this thing. I don't know what it was about it. And the point I'm trying to make is I think I maybe have been a little bit hard on Master Locks, and even number 3 Master Locks. I think any given lock, there's a spectrum about it. It's, nothing's black and white. Not every number 3 Master Lock is a piece of cake. Not every American 1100 is tough. There's some easy 1100s and there's some difficult 1100s. There's some very easy number 3s, and once in a while you run across a tough number 3. And believe me, this is a little tricky, tough one. I mean, it took me a while to get into it, and once I did, I was able to get back into it. But this was no piece of cake. If this was out in the wild, if my relative called and said I need to get into this, I would have been embarrassed trying to get into this number 3. This is one I got from, I believe I got this from the Bears Back 100 subscriber win. This is a Master Lock 5 UP, and I thought it was for unpinned, but it is universal pinning system. That's an interesting, let me pick it while I'm talking. That's an interesting concept, that universal pinning system here. The fact that you can buy a bunch of these UP locks, and then you use like you hammer them with this special tool, and when you hammer them, you can actually break the keys inside. I guess I need to look more into it, because when it comes, the core is actually extended out a 1/4 inch or so. Then you put the key in and push it in, and you do that a couple times. Or you put the key in and then you hammer it, put it in a vise and you hammer it. I believe SC Lock and Keys, Jason did a video on that as well. And the thing I'm wondering is, how many shear lines do you have? I believe they have long driver pins with segments that break. When you actually hammer it down into place, it breaks the driver pins. And I'm wondering if you end up with an extra shear line, or whether it's just one driver pin for each position that gets broken. So that was my question. I'm blabbering on here, and instead of picking it, I'm not paying attention here. So hopefully I won't have to break out the as William Mansell calls it, the squirrels. Hopefully I can just go back and each position, number 4, number 3, number 2, and the other thing that I think can also provide a little funkiness on these Master Locks is the age and the dirt inside them and so forth. That can cause you to sort of lose your feel for them. So that's another mitigating circumstance here that can make the Master Locks a bit tricky to pick. And I know some of you experts are out there saying, well, there is no Master Lock that's tricky to pick. But for me, at this point, there are. So anyway, there we go. That is my entry for the Stock Lock Sunday stock lock video. Thanks, and I'm going to look more into this universal or unpinned or universal pin master concept here. I think it's pretty neat, and I would like to know exactly what's going on with those pins when they're broken and set for the key. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.